Well, thank you, Catherine, and thank you to everyone for bearing with us through these speeches. Though it may feel otherwise, I promise you that Kona really is heaven on earth. As we meet here this year at Blue Ridge, it is a special occasion. This year's Conference on National Affairs is one of the largest that we have ever seen in the conference's history. Obviously, people seem to know a good thing when they see one, right? To those new to the mountain this year, my sincere welcome. And to those returning, a heartfelt welcome back. As you look around the amphitheater this afternoon, consider this. There are more faces than ever this year at Blue Ridge. We all come from different states, different backgrounds, and different places, without a doubt. The evergreen trees of Washington could often not seem further removed from Georgia red clay. And I come from a place where y'all does not appear in common vernacular. In some ways, we truly could not be further removed. And yet, here we all are. The diversity that we bring to this mountain may be the most important thing that we pack, although in my opinion, bow ties will always run a close second. Our viewpoints, perspectives, and our stories are ourselves. As you look around this amphitheater, realize that there are more than 600 faces here. But more than that, there are countless lifetimes of stories waiting to be shared. If I must make one request of you this week, it is simply this. Share your story. There is no distance that cannot be bridged when we talk and when we listen. So when you head to committees, stand up and speak out. Great work is truly done at this conference, and it happens when someone dares to speak her or his mind. So have the courage to tell your story, even when it does not seem particularly eloquent or popular. It may seem like a simple act, but I promise you that in doing so, you will make this conference everything that it truly is. And this conference would not be everything that it truly is without the beautiful facilities which we are very grateful and lucky to use here at Kona. So a brief reminder of the buildings that are available for our use is in order, starting with the biggest four. Of course, down the hill here we have the lovely Lee Hall. Beyond that, on the right, you will find Heaton Hall, where plenary session is held. And also, further down the way, on the left, you will cross a stream, and then it'll be the first building on your right. You will find the Washburn Building. Blue Ridge Center, of course, is straight down the stairs from Lee Hall. These are the four biggest buildings where General Assembly and plenary session will be held. There is, of course, also the Family Lodge and the Rhododendron Cabin, where some committee sessions will be held. But the most important thing to know is that if you ever have questions about where buildings are or how to get somewhere, please don't hesitate to stop an older delegate, a presiding officer, or an adult advisor to ask questions. We truly all are here to help each other. Finally, a quick note about fire drills. There will be none. Instead, when you hear a fire alarm, treat it as an actual fire. If the alarm sounds at night, please put on enough clothes to protect you from the weather, exit your room, leave your door open so that we know that no one is longer in the room, and move to the nearest exit without talking, joking, clowning around, and move at least 100 feet away from the building. Each delegation should agree on a point to meet in case of fire and report immediately thereafter vacating the building. Adult advisors should report missing delegates to the appropriate authorities. That's all the information that I have for you, and now it is my sincere pleasure to introduce to you the man who truly makes this conference what it is, Mr. Bob McGahee.